This is the Fisker Ocean, and it's a little bit like my coat. Not just because they're blue, but because they're from a brand you've probably never heard of. My coat's by a company called XPO, which is actually run by my friend. Go check them out. And this, well, how many people have driven a Fisker before? Not many. Also, both have plenty of technology. So I'll talk you through the cars in a bit. This coat, it has sonically welded seams. I'm going to miss the internal combustion engine. But let's get on with this video about this electric car. So in this video, I'm going to talk you around the exterior. Oh, it's a little bit shy. I'm going to have to tease it all the way out. Go on. The interior, no heads-up display. Why not? I'm going to tell you what it's like to drive. There's a warning popping up there. Radar fault, some features limited. Brilliant. I'm going to see how practical it is. Oh! I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching CarWow. I've spent a bit of time with this Fisker Ocean, and so I'm going to start off this video by telling you 5 things that have annoyed me about it. The driver safety systems can be a little bit oversensitive. The lane departure warning seems to go off as soon as you get anywhere near the white line in the middle of the road. Also, if you try and turn it off while it is off for your drive, when you stop the car and come back in, it will default to being back on, so then you have to dig down into the menus and go and turn it off, and you're obviously doing that when you're driving because you've forgotten to do it before you started driving, and that's a real pain. Also, I found that this particular car that I've got here has had a few issues with some of its sensors. So I've been driving along in it and it's beeping and bonging with things about sensors not working and lane departure warning going off, then another sensor not working, and a beep and a bong and a bong and a beep and a beep and a bong and a bong and a beep. Beep and a bong and a bong and a beep and a beep and a bong and a bong and a beep. Oh, it got my nerves actually. You can get the car with a deployable tow hitch, look. Out it come on. Oh, it's a little bit shy, I'm going to have to tease it all the way out. And then when you put it away again, press the button, you have to push it all the way back in. Now, if you've been driving through some dirt, then it's going to be all over your hands. Not ideal. Don't know why it just doesn't do the whole thing electrically, like many other cars. Speaking of dirt, see the rear parking camera here? Might look clean now, that's because I've just washed the car. But if you're driving through like grimy roads and dirty, tracks and stuff like that, it gets covered in road grime and there is no cleaner to wash it off, so you have to get out and clean it with your hand. So more dirty hands. This car's gonna make your hands dirty. The shape of this steering wheel is all wrong. So it's quite narrowish here, but then it's very, very deep. And if you like to hold it at like 2:45 like I do, it's just like you're holding onto a brick, not a steering wheel. I mean, look at that. Look at the chunkiness of that. This car has launch control. It's called boost mode. However, you can only do it a certain amount of times during the car's life to protect the motors. This has 500 remaining. However, shortly, it'll have 499 remaining, maybe even less. So make sure you stick around for that. The view out the back window isn't particularly good. Bye-bye. Yeah, you see, it's not ideal, is it? Now, to get around this, Fisker fitted the car with a rear-facing camera. Look. Then you can use that. The only problem with this system is that you don't really get the same depth perception as you do with a mirror. And at night, you really can't see anything in this at all.
Don't worry, there's still plenty to like about this car. Here's the CarWow 5 core features.
The Ocean has solar panels in its roof, which is kind of cool. So these can help top up the battery when the sun is shining. Now you can actually see how much energy this is putting into the battery on the display. So let's go check it out. Live, current solar rate, 0%. Oh dear. Let's see how much it's done over the life of the car. So it's done 1,000 miles, this car has. So during that time, it's put in 2.7 miles of range. So if you do 100,000 miles in this car, maybe over 10 years, you'd have managed to have got 270 miles from the solar panels. Okay, according to Fisker, it can add up to 6 miles of range a day in very sunny conditions. Maybe if you're in California. I don't like it, it's a good talking point, just ignore that. For those who really like to chill, the car has something called California mode. With the press of a button, it opens up the sunroof, ooh, the back window, the side windows, look. Can't believe it's even over the little windows like that. There's Lewis there, he's chilling as well in California mode. I think I want to kick back, relax, park up to Santa Monica and smoke some doobie. Wait a minute, what's doobie? I just say what they write. I don't smoke anything, smoking's bad for you. Smoking. Edibles though, that's perfectly fine, right? What edibles? I don't know what, just go away. I wouldn't do any of that stuff actually, I'm a complete teetotaler. That's a fact. My life's boring though. Actually, my life's not boring at all. You know, I get to mess around with cars all day, and I've just been racing a Formula 1 car against something very special. Madness, really. Fisker has fitted this car with something called tacho trays. So look, press this, that pops out of there. You can eat your taco off there. Well, if you're in America, we don't tend to eat many tacos in the United Kingdom. And you've got another one here for the driver, look. No, that's not right, is it? Ow! Oi. Right. Not annoying at all. You could probably use it to put your laptop on, work off like that. While you're waiting for your car to charge, yeah, like that. There we go, like that. Or on this one. I think that's probably a better place for it. Oh, and if you want to do something else, you can just press this button like that, and the screen will rotate. And I can watch movies now. In fact, I prefer it in this orientation. Unfortunately, it goes back to vertical when you're driving, which is a shame. Anyway, let me put this away. It's enough of that. Have a look at this. We've got a 3-pin socket with 230 volts and, more importantly, 3,000 watts of power. You can pretty much power any household appliance off this car. Speaking of which, if you want to, come with me, you can plug in an adapter to the charging port to charge another car. And better than that, you can even plug it into your house to run your house on electricity for up to 6 days. So if there's a power cut, just plug your house into your car, you'll be fine. It's 7 days, isn't it? It's 7 days, not 6, so I'm having a great day today. There's something called limo mode, so I can recline the back seats like that. Oh, yes. And then if I pull this out, there's a little screen here, which I can use to control the rear climate, my heated seat, and the volume for the stereo. That's one of the bonging sounds that this car makes regularly because its sensors are playing up. Buying a new or used car? Then you need to visit CarWow, and we'll help you find your perfect car at a price you'll love. Just answer a few simple questions about the car you want, and our trusted dealers will come back to you with great offers. Then choose the offer that's right for you and contact the dealer directly through CarWow. No haggling, no fees, and on average, CarWow users save over £1,800. But what if you're not sure which car you actually want? No problem. Just watch our insightful video reviews, read our impartial expert advice, or use our helpful car buying tools to discover your ideal car in no time at all. No wonder 95% of customers surveyed said they wouldn't buy a car without CarWow. I've put a link in the description of this video and the pinned comment to take you directly to CarWow so you can see for yourself how it can help you, or you can just click on the pop-out banner that should be appearing up there right now. Alternatively, just Google "Help Me CarWow" and my team and I will help you choose your perfect car and get it for a price you'll love. Now on with the video. Now let's talk about the design of this car. So the company Fisker is run by a chap called Henrik Fisker, and he's actually a car designer. He designed the original BMW X5, the Aston Martin DB9, and the prototype version of the BMW Z8. You can tell that design is important to him, and this is a very design-led car because for a family-friendly electric SUV, it looks good. I'm just going to unlock it so you can see the light sequence at the back. There we go, and the Fisker badge, it illuminates there. I'm just going to lock it again so you can see something else. Move down the side, so alloy wheel sizes start at 20 inches, rising to 22s. And the profile of this car is pretty cool. And once again, I'm going to unlock it, and you'll see the door handles, look, they pop out. And the side repeaters blink up here. Look at the side repeaters up there, like that. So moving towards the front. It's not overly complicated, but it's got lots going on at the same time. I like what they've done with it. I like the front of it as well. And if I open it up again, you will see, look, it says Ocean there. So the Fisker Ocean starts at £37,000, which is actually pretty good value. And it rises to £61,000 for this range-topping version. You've got my interest. Here on the inside, the Fisker Ocean is pretty interesting. So I quite like the general design of the dash. Got squidgy materials here, softy materials here, still squidgy down there, but things get a bit more brittle down here. And the edging on this is not great. Soft materials here on the dash, and generally I quite like it. Obviously the centerpiece is this huge screen. Look at it in portrait format, absolutely massive, reasonably bright as well, though you can put it into a dark mode and you can put it into auto brightness, because you'll need that, because if you're driving at night, if you have it that bright, you're just not gonna be able to see anything at the windscreen. So it took me a while to fathom out where things were, but I think once you got the hang of it, it won't be too bad. One thing that does annoy me though, massively, is that there's no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which just really does my head in. Now I know that you don't have that with a Tesla, but I do find the Tesla system and their sat-nav better than the one in this car. And if you want to see my full in-depth video review of the Tesla Model Y, which is this car's key competitor, you can click on the pop-out banner appearing in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Alternatively, just take a photo of this QR code with your phone and it will take you straight there. Thankfully, unlike the Tesla though, you've got this, look. A digital driver's display, which is really useful. Very good. Shame it hasn't got a heads-up display though. No heads-up display. Why not? Why don't they fit these things with heads-up displays? In terms of adjustability in the seats, it's not bad. Electrically operated, of course. But if I want to do the steering wheel like a Tesla, I'm gonna have to go, right, here we go. There, go into the settings, go into General, go into steering wheel, go and press these buttons now. That is annoying. I'm thankful that they don't have the swipe for the gear select on the screen like in Teslas. You have the stalky stalk here, which is much better. So storage, you've got some storage here, you've got your cup holders there. Look at that, you've got 2 wireless charging pads for mobile phones. Just move the key out of the way. There we go. And beyond there, there's some more storage here. Can you see it? Storage, and quite a lot of storage down there. And underneath the seats, there's like some lockable cubbies there under both front seats. Door bins. Let's find out if they'll fit a large flask. Will it? Will it? Will it? Yes, it will do exactly that. I like that. Less keen on the sun visors, bit of a faff. I quite like the way they move, but look at this, the vanity mirror. It's so narrow. I guess you can check that your mascara hasn't run, but that is about it. Seats, they feel reasonably comfortable, though not that supportive. And yeah, this is fake leather, not real leather, but you know, it's all about saving the planet with these kind of cars. It's the Californian vibe, so no leather is available. Let's check out the back seats. Before we do though, I want to show you this. So you open the door like that, no problem. The handle to close it is there, but I mean, I haven't had the car for that long. I was constantly reaching there to grab it, not there. But you know, once you've owned this car for a few weeks, you'll soon get used to where things are. Do need to point this out though, look. I do like the fact that the climate controls are separate to the screen, so they're easy to get to. The only thing that's a bit annoying is when you want to do the air vents, you have to go and press the fan button there, and then you can alter where the air vents point like that. So it's, you know, it's that kind of thing where it's in the screen, it's controlled through that, you can't do it manually, and it's all just one too many steps, which is not what you want when you're driving. Anyway, if you're not driving, let's see what it's like. Here in the rear, it's actually very spacious. Look at this, right? Lots of knee room. Headroom, that's all right. If you're really tall and you know, someone brakes heavily, you might bang your head on that, but you know, sit back, you're absolutely fine. There's loads of foot space, completely flat floor, obviously. Look at all that. And you can slide your feet under the chair in front like that. Got a little hook there to hang your coat off. In here, come on. There you have your USB-Cs. Let's check out whether the back windows go all the way down. Yes, they do. And you might notice this, look, check this out. Can you see you've got like double glazing effect there for improved sound comfort. I like the lighting here in the back, this soft lighting there. It's okay, isn't it, this? Feels very spacious, and you've got some through loading there if you need to carry your surfboard. Plus, ISOFIX anchor points hidden away until you need them, and they're quite easy to get to. If you need to carry 3 people in the back at once. The middle seat does feel all right, and obviously Yeah, plenty of foot space for everybody. However, if you need to carry more people, you're going to be better off with a Kia EV9. And if you want to see my full in-depth video review of that car, click on the pop-out banner appearing up there now. Or if you're watching on your smart TV, just use your phone to take a photo of this QR code. Anyway, let's check out the boot. So the capacity is 480 litres. Where's the blooming thing? There it is. Look, I'll just take this load cover out. Rightio. As you can see, there's no load lip, very easy to slide things in and out. Underneath here, you have a little bit of extra storage, and you can use this as a divider. There's your cables underneath there, like that. If you want to carry even more things, you can fold down the rear seats, of course. Not electrically operated, you have to do them by your hand, but you can reach in to do that. And then look, a completely flat load bed, really, really nice. However, what am I to do with this now, eh? Will it fit under there? It won't fit. My first Fisker review. Welcome to Carwow Fisker. This car may have loads of gadgets, but they've kept things simple with the charging flat cover. It's not electrically operated, though you can operate it with your bottom, which is handy. Now, speaking of batteries, there's two versions, 73 kilowatt hours or 106 kilowatt hours. So ranges, entry-level car, 290 miles on a full charge, whereas the longest range version can do 440 miles apparently. In terms of power outputs, so you've got a front-wheel drive version which has 275 horsepower. Then there's a four-wheel drive version with 540 horsepower, then the range topping version which has the boost mode which has 564 horsepower. In terms of charging speeds, on DC charging 250 kilowatts. In terms of AC charging, if you plug it into your 7 kilowatt wall charger, it's going to take 17 hours to completely charge the battery. Right, let's see what the Fisker Ocean is like to drive. So I've got it in Earth mode, which is like the most relaxed setting. The throttle response is very gradual until you go past a certain point, then it kind of zips off. The steering is light. It doesn't feel like the steering wheel's particularly connected to the front wheels, so you have no idea how much grip you've got. Some bumps here I can drive over and test the suspension, and it doesn't feel firm, this, but it's not particularly settled either. So it's almost like it's, oh, there's a warning popping up there. Radar fault, some features limited. Brilliant. As I was saying, the suspension feels like the springs aren't quite firm enough and the dampers aren't strong enough, because it's all like bounces a bit. It feels a bit like boom, bing, bing, bong, 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 bing, bing, like you're driving a spring down the road. Now I can change the mode. I'm going to go into sportier setting, which is fun. Makes the throttle response a bit more lively. But when you first hit the pedal, there's a bit of a delay. Then there's the brakes. So the brakes feel a bit odd. So the first part of your braking is regen braking, and it's just a touch grabby. When you lift off the accelerator, it will slow with normal regen, but the regen under the first part of your braking is a bit odd. I'm not a fan of that. You can tell how Fisker doesn't have as much experience as some other companies in terms of developing how a car drives. In terms of just cruising along at higher speeds, well, it's reasonably quiet, reasonably relaxing, apart from when the safety systems chime in just randomly, or yeah, there we go. Seems to be behaving itself right now, but I have done a little clip of it here. Oh, there we go. Little clip of it here from when I drove it the other day. Yeah, it got my nerves a bit, put me off the car. Maybe it's something they'll fix though with some over-the-air updates, because it's just a little bit overly sensitive. It's almost like it's been set up for much wider American highways. What I'm going to do now is put it into the fastest mode, which is hyper. So let's get hyper, come on. Now that, yeah, I did cross the line, to be fair, on that occasion. Now there's no changes to the suspension. You've got like passive dampers. There we go again. I just got too close to the line. It's very, very strict. So you've got passive dampers, so they don't get any firmer when you go into the hyper mode. You just get boink, boink, boink. It's a springy effect on the suspension. You just get a sharper throttle response, and it is pretty blooming sharp. The handling isn't terrible. Grip's okay. Well, there we go. What was that? It's another beep and a bonk. It's almost like someone's playing some kind of game on their phone while you're driving along. All the noises you get. Woo! Yeah, it goes around corners all right. It's not really designed for this, but it does a good enough job. You know, it's not meant for someone who drives a GT3 RS, but I'm sufficiently impressed with how it does handle. It's all right. Just wish it would stop beeping at me. And I'll tell you what, out the corners, it doesn't half shift along. Let's hit the brakes hard. Quite a lot of pedal travel there, but it felt fine and more natural when you're really stamping on it. It's just when you're just feathering the brakes or just pressing them gently and it's just the regen. That's a shame. So it's not perfect, but actually the way it drives is fairly good. Just don't beep at me anymore, please. No more beeping, don't beep. Right, let's see how quick this thing is from 0 to 60 miles an hour and over the quarter mile. So I have 494 boost launches remaining because I've just filmed this car drag racing. Oh yeah. What I do is left foot on the brake, floor the throttle, boost engage, let's go! Massive delay when I lifted off the brake, but here we go. Little bit of traction because the front wheels wanted to spin. 4.17 and the quarter mile is going to be, come on, what are you going to do? 12.9, 12.9. Don't know why I said it like that. Something about this car makes you go a little bit freaky, man. So then, what's my final verdict on the Fisker Ocean? Should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you just go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should consider the Fisker Ocean. There's plenty I like about it, like the design, the interior, some of the quirks and the features. But to be fair, I think quite a bit of it is a gimmick. And to drive, I found it a touch annoying. There are definitely better EVs in this category out there. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Let me know if you agree with my verdict in the comments below. Click on the video windows for some more videos and click on the carwow logo to say hi to me. Bye.